we have the wonderful Owen.
Hi, I'm going to do a talk about berets, so just sit down, have fun, and learn a lot.
Fantastic. So this is video.
Owen and Poot of Australia. Early stages, 15th century to 1830s. These fashion icons are a staple of the French image, but believe it or not, berets didn't actually originate in France like everybody thinks. They were in fact made in Basque. Well, not exactly made in, but made by. Basque is a southwestern ethnic group based in Europe. Beret is theorized to have also been potentially made by the shepherds of the Pyrenees in around the 15th century to the 13th century. They were made, instead of for military, they were made to protect the shepherds of the Pyrenees from rain, snow, and sleet. Next, after that, a lot of unimportant history happens, so we move on to the 1830s. Microphones, another French Revolution, matches typography or all anybody can talk about. And now, First Carlist War begins. The countries involved were England, France, and half of Portugal, while it's rumored that about the other half were the opposing side of said war. Tons of berets were shipped out from the south of France to be worn by the English, Portuguese, and French soldiers to fight against the other half of Portugal. Berets were incredibly convenient because they didn't get stuck on things while you were crawling to small spaces, and not only that, they didn't droop over your eyes or anything. So they were able to be used as an efficient military headdress without risking anything. But more famously, berets were actually born into popularity by how dashing Sir Thomas somethings, it's a name I can't pronounce, Beret. He was of the opposing side from Portugal, and he often rocked a red beret with a white tinsel, although other variations have been made about it since nobody truly knows what it looks like. Due to its performance in the First Carlist War, Beret soon became the head of the militia media, and suddenly berets were amazing for anything military. But now, as we fast forward about 40 years, we move to the 1900s, and now we jump into the berets. True rest. As World War I begins, suddenly tanks, communication, headphones, and all the works have been introduced. And that's where berets jumped in. They were at the center of it once again because they were able to be worn with headphones. This was extremely helpful during the war, as now soldiers could receive messages and other important information easily, well, just from their head. But soon after that, the war was over, and, well, another war began. It's World War II, Hitler's hit, and everything's getting a lot more serious. Berets are now a symbol of resistance and revolution, and countries that are going against the Nazis are wearing these extremely often. These famous armors were even worn by the Germans themselves. But then, war is over. Again. So, what happened to berets? Well, there was nothing for them to do until one singular woman named Coco Chanel brought them into light. She used them as a rocking fashion statement that stole the world's heart, and suddenly berets were at the center again, but not for military, but for fashion. Everybody started to love berets. They were useful if you were, going in a war. They were useful if you were in the cold and you needed something to warm you. They were useful as a fashion statement. Suddenly, they morphed fashion, war, and being practical all at once to create a super hat. But let's make it easy and sum it up. First, the beret was made. Then, the beret was used for war. And it was then used for 2 major world wars. And then it became a famous fashion statement. What a journey! Berets are still used today and they're extremely useful. Thanks by Owen Poot, with partial help from Liliana Poot and Natasha Drew. Credits. This presentation template was created by Slideshow and it includes icons by Flatterpoint and infographics and images by Freepik. Here are some pictures of me. First is a dashing picture of me rocking this amazing pink beret I am sporting at this very second. Next is a lovely picture of me in my green beret. It's not my second favourite, but it's a nice beret. This now is one of my favourite photos featuring me in one of my favourite berets of all time, my lovely white one. Then this is me staring intensely into the camera with a fun pumpkin beret. I love using this for Halloween, although I haven't used it yet. I'll probably use it next year. Now these are all my berets. It doesn't look like much, but when you see them in a burger-looking big stack, it suddenly looks a whole lot bigger. That's right, those are all my berets. Thank you so much for reading today. Seriously, you guys have been such an amazing audience.
How do you know?
That was amazing. Can I ask you one question?
Yeah.
Do you have a beret with you today?
No, I was gonna wear one, but no, that's a uniform.
Oh, come on, teachers. Oh my gosh, ruining your vibe here. Okay, we have one question.
As in your school, best person in the school, why do you like them so much?
Because they're hats and they don't look ugly.
I relate.
Thank you so much, Owen. Another round of applause for Owen.